welcome to the comparison between silent meditation and quarantine. Original idea. It usually dumb idea like this happened to me either in the shower or like the last thing before going to bed, and then I just have to realize them. Another thing I'm going to link below is the website to the actual place where I have been for the silent meditation. It's called Swan Mok. It's beautiful. It's sort of like in the middle of Thailand. What the fuck are you doing? It cracks.
I like how you're talking about meditation, but the next line is, what the fuck are you doing?
Stop it, because it's like making sounds. Where are you? Are you going to bed? Zen, so zen. And stop watching the dumbest things on the internet. Be quiet.
You watched Beach on the Beach with my ex or something. Well, like, what the fuck? I don't know.
X on the Beach. Put some respect to that show's name, okay? Move it. Don't crack the fucking floor. Cool, you see? So zen. This silent meditation helps so much. I'm gonna link below. swanmok.com. Probably not. Check it out. I'll Google it. The concept of silent meditation is that you're silent and that you meditate. I'm alluding, of course, to Britney's description for the video circus. There's more to it, a bit more, just a bit. Basically, you are kind of in the middle of nowhere. It's this huge infrastructure, mostly just like fields, the meditation hall, canteen slash dining hall. Dining hall is what they called it. I didn't pre-plan this, can you tell? Sleeping rooms where you kind of just sleep on the concrete slab. No mattresses, no nothing. You have a wooden pillow. You have a mosquito net, which didn't help in my case. I didn't even know how many mosquitoes can bite a human body until I went there. It was actually really bad. Like, if you are prone to mosquito bites, Google something, figure out how not to be bitten the way that I have been bitten there. You go for 10 days. It's beginning of every month, so it's like 1st to the 10th, and then on the 11th you're finished. You kind of have an induction section on the first evening, and since then the silence begins. You wake up at 4 with a bell. Every morning you go into the meditation hall. You basically meditate throughout most of the day. Sometimes it's walking meditation, most of it is sitting, some of it you can stand as well in the hall. You have the opportunity to like chat with nuns and monks. Of course, nuns if you're a female, monks if you're a male. You kind of have like some yoga sessions in the mornings, which are not really yoga, but yeah, at least you move your body because you do a lot of sitting. Yeah, you eat only breakfast and then lunch, and then you're done for the day. You just have like some tea in the evening, and not the British way that they call tea dinner, actual just tea. The whole point of it is for you to just completely switch off. Obviously you give up your phones, all your like property. You can't take meditation, you can't take medication, you can't take caffeine during those days. Obviously booze, drugs, nothing. Like, that was pretty obvious, but yeah, caffeine was the pain point. You just eat what they give you, and obviously you can't actually keep food in the rooms even if you are like, oh my god, I want a snack or binge on something, because of the animals. Geckos are a thing. You will see a lot of geckos if you decide to take up this medication. Yeah, I forgot to say one thing. You are assigned a chore, so like you can kind of choose, but it's first come first served, so you know, you kind of want to sign up for a chore first. You kind of want to sign up for one of the first chores so you don't end up like cleaning toilets. You know, some people fucking volunteered for that, like first thing on the list. I was like, okay, is this your thing? Cool. Pretty much, yeah, without revealing you literally hour by hour what happens, that's it. You switch off. I would definitely recommend every single person to go and do it. Even if you think like you can't do it. I hate that that was such a prevalent thing there, to be honest. And that like a lot of people will give up during each and every month, as in they will actually not be able to like stay there for the duration of those 10 days. Different people have different reasons, and I'm totally like, and even when I was there I wasn't like judging people for giving up. You really need to be of that mentality when you get there, that like you are staying and this is it. So thinking of that, you kind of need to have like a strong reason for going there in the first place. Also, I would definitely say, even though you need to have a strong reason to go there, don't go to silent meditation if you're like at the lowest point in your life. Don't do it, because it will be hard. Like, you cannot actually talk to people, you cannot express yourself, you're basically isolated a lot of times. You're basically isolated all the time. If you're not meditating, you're by yourself, just doing your chore, doing nothing, which is the whole point of it. So yeah, I would definitely say don't go if you are like at a low point in your life. And now, tips and tricks on surviving quarantine. Let's see what I put there. Let's see. Like, I didn't look at this list. I still actually look at this list since beginning of quarantine. What was the date? 25th of April. It wasn't like a beginning of April. What is now? July. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, fuck it. Okay. The first point that I put here was to enjoy nostalgia. Going back to having free time and switching off. So like really enjoy being bored, only eating, only watching something, listening to things over and over again. So like in this sense it was meditation, it was quite repetitive as well. So here with this first point I kind of feel like what I've implemented during this quarantine very easily, because again you have like so much more time on your hands, you don't spend time commuting, like walking to the gym or going to the gym. So you actually have no excuse of just trying to do one thing at a time. Usually the easiest one for me is eating, because I'm like, oh, I love it, feeling all the feels, smelling the food, actually enjoying every bite, actually, you know, like taking everything in. Yeah, the easiest one would probably be eating, yeah. Walking I kind of can't really do without listening to the music, but even that, it's like, okay, at least it's 2 things, not like 100 others that I used to do. So yes, that is probably one of the best coping mechanisms. Try to do one thing at a time and just like really immerse yourself, and then like think about how you can develop that for after quarantine life once you go back to your manic lifestyle. What was the second point? Get into your new routine. I love how I start poetically and just like, no. Love the early mornings. Go back to pinpointing why I enjoy something. My newfound is decluttering. Oh god, this is past. This was a phase. I decluttered, so it's gone, it's done. So during the meditation, this was being able to be awake before the bell, and then also like sleeping so easily because of lack of caffeine that I was taking. Basically, I was never a nap person. Basically, I was never a nap person. I could not nap during the day. During the silent meditation, it was my job. Like, at least I had to have like 1 mini nap a day. This point in particular helped me learn the most about myself in a way, because I finally kind of realized that my problem of coming early to everything at all fucking points in life is actually not the problem. It's like my coping mechanism with everything. Like, I don't actually mind waiting, and it's actually those particular moments when I'm most present, because I would wake up before the bell. Like, I would usually be ready once the bell goes off, so I would go immediately to the meditation hall and be one of the first people that was there. So I would help out, light up the candles, and just like be there before everybody, and just no distractions would like really help me get in the zone. Even though it was 4 in the morning, middle of nowhere, the fucking cold, great. You do what you gotta do. Yeah, found your newfound self, okay? Decluttering, definitely a phase, but coming early to thing is here to stay. My whole fucking life. So that as a coping mechanism is like decide what newfound skills you want to keep and which ones of them are just basically a phase, because you wear 1% of your fucking wardrobe. What is next? Well, this might be the obvious one, but it is like reconnecting with your surroundings. So whether it is humans, whether it is nature. This is a quick one, and it kind of like lines up with the previous one. So this kind of connects with the past point, because by reconnecting with something in particular, you will realize maybe what did you abandon because of the hectic life you have been living. So you will realize what did you abandon that's actually crucial and you should probably reintroduce into your life. I mean, for me, I never abandoned it, but I kind of like replaced it with different things. For me, it was always walking and just like listening to music, completely switching off from the fucking life. Probably not the safest thing because I have like overhead headphones, but hey, fuck it. Fuck it. But yeah, I would kind of switch it up with like running and all these things, and yeah, the quarantine actually helped me realize, no, this was always it. Like, this was always it, bitch. Reconnect yourself, connect your soul. Okay, what was next point? Jesus. Coping mechanisms continued. As if it ever stopped. As if I have ads. I don't have ads. You're lucky, okay? Once I get monetized, just kidding. Maybe I'll ever get monetized. note shit down. Okay, I have a fucking notebook. This applies both to quarantine and silent meditation. Obviously, this is why it's in this video, right? I have this like notebook. They kind of allow you to take notes, but then there's a day when you're supposed not to have to. I still did. When you're supposed not to have, I still have, because I was just like taking everything in. But also, what I would advise in particular when it comes to taking notes, so be present in those moments. So like during silent meditation, I would go into the hall, I would go during the day, and obviously we would have like breaks in between when I would go to the room and just dot things down. So I would still say like be present in those moments and then like note things down once you notice something happening. Now it's in the form of a fucking podcast, so like I just talk shit on there every week, and now with this channel, your fucking fault. It's like your fault. But yeah, put a pen to the paper, write down shit that you notice, that you want to keep, some wisdom, shit that you hear and you just want to note down and remember forever, okay? Did I put anything else to this note? Oh, yeah, good point. I mean, I kind of said that, but I worded it nicer here. Find a way to note down what worked and what hasn't. Not really grammatically correct, okay? What worked and what didn't. No, cool. Yeah, it doesn't sound better, for fuck's sake. As it's a unique position we're in, so you can go back to it when anxious. There's this particular thing during silent meditation which I'm so grateful for, and if I ever return to Swan Mock, it will be generally because of this, and it's grim, but hey, you came here to true crime videos, why are you here if you're not used to the grim? It's called the Death Contemplations. I kind of did this, okay. So, there was this meditation, so there was this nun who once just randomly mentioned this in one of the meditations. Cool, I did not drop this thing. We had like group questions where like you can write out questions and then you can hand them over. In every single one of those sessions, I was there being like death contemplations. I was there being like death contemplations. Elaborate, please. Can you do it? How do you do it? Because it just nobody teaches us how to deal with grief. So I was digging at this best fucking possible way. What it is basically, well, before bed or at any point, like you can just kind of lie down and like reflect on life. And what you do is you kind of lie down and you just imagine, say to yourself, this might be the last breath you're taking, and you kind of like cope with this, you normalize it in your head. You can do it with other people, of course, if they're sick or if they're dying or anything. Basically, like there's YouTube videos on this and stuff, but yeah, she walked us through one. And it just helps you like reconnect with yourself in the moment and kind of let go in that moment and just deal with the fact that you might not wake up alive. And as grim as that is, it really helped me deal with death in a really weird way. Death contemplations, Google that shit. And the last point, which might be actually really crucial for me, is to use quarantine as a prevention for you being overwhelmed once it ends, right? Did I word that right? Probably not. So I feel it's like with silent meditation, right? You would have all this time in your hands, but you kind of didn't have resources. You didn't have like your phone to start like introducing new shit into your life, or like you didn't have anything, like any hobbies or anything for you to do. Well, you could just, do your chore, wash your clothes, but basically nothing what you would consider fun today. But during quarantine, however, you are basically left with fucking Wi-Fi access for the whole day. So you have probably, let's be honest, introduced something into your life that is redundant, that you don't really need, you don't need it. And like once you go back to your actual life where you don't have time for shit, that will be redundant. So just realize that in your head, and kind of like what I did during silent meditation was make a schedule of because I'm a control freak. Okay. So I'm a control freak, so I would write up a schedule of what I will do once I'm done with meditation, so once I'm back to normal life, right? And this included everything, like from this hour to this hour you're gonna be catching up on emails, socials, messages from parents and family, because I even did them up. And you know, when I do the math, it's prime time. So I even did a math of how many emails are going to be awaiting me once I'm back, based on how many emails I get during the week. I had a week where I didn't read any emails to prepare myself for like the anxiety. It's so sad. Then I calculated how many podcast episodes I will have to catch up on. In retrospect, there were reasons why I went to do this silent meditation, and they're very obvious. So in terms of how this would apply to quarantine, I would say schedule sometime like once you return to normal life, you know, like you're going to be commuting X amount of hours, or you will be spending this amount of hours doing something else, like socializing. So, what habits you want to drop, and how are you going to fit like what actually matters into your current schedule. So, you know, checking emails, listening to all the podcast episodes you have piled up, watching this YouTube channel, boom, you thought I won't get it. Why is it with the pistols thing? Why is it the finger pistols? The wind is creeping me out again. But that's about that. Those are like sort of the similarities and the coping mechanisms I could draw. And now reflecting on them, nothing really changed. I wouldn't really add anything else to it. I hope this makes you somehow a bit more ready for the next wave. Maybe it does not, maybe you can't draw any connections, but maybe I convinced you to go meditate in silence, in the middle of nowhere, in Thailand, while mosquitoes are biting through your fucking skin. It's enough. Now you're petrifying everybody. The fuck? This is not why you're here. You're here, con PIJAMA, relax, talk, chat, low down. Good. But that's about it. I have nothing else to tell you and nothing else to share. So until next time.